Hey, Jeremy, I
What?
got something for you.
Okay. What are we talking about today?
I want you to close your eyes and I want you to imagine some.
Okay.
I want you to I want you to you're in Fallout. It's before the war, before the bombs fell. Family decides we're gonna go to a museum.
Okay.
You walk in, you go to this museum, and you go in and you find this giant mural on the wall, and it shows all the like the battles and conflicts the United States has fought from the Revolutionary War up to Anchorage.
Oh wow.
There's a part
Okay.
of the mural that you're not very familiar with.
Yeah.
You
Why?
see a bunch of astronauts on the moon.
What? Wait. What? Hold on. Hold on.
You see a bunch of astronauts on the moon
You're
holding
you're
this
you're
weird looking
telling me
laser gun.
you're telling me
Yeah,
that next to these Revolutionary War heroes and these guys in power armor, I've got astronauts.
yes. Hello, everybody. And today we're talking about the Sea of Tranquility conflict.
Roll the intro. Hey Logan,
What's up?
you want to record something today and talk about dumb shit?
Hell yeah, I do.
Let's go.
Oh, dude, there's so much to there's so much and so little to this topic
Right. I have
that is just like
at the current moment, I have one, two, three, four, five, six. I have 8 tabs open,
all just on this Sea of
all
Tranquility,
on
not just
yes,
like but the Sea of Tranquility.
yeah, the Sea of Tranquility itself too, like the real life
Uh,
location on the moon.
Yeah.
So,
So to everybody listening or watching, tell you exactly the Sea of Tranquility, Jeremy.
do what you cut out? Sorry,
Oh, no, we should tell you what the Sea of Tranquility.
is
Do
um.
Yeah,
So the
Jeremy.
Sea of Tranquility, or Mare Tranquillanti Tranquillitatis. Um,
Words.
that's the Latin name for it. Um, we're just gonna stick with the Sea of Tranquility for today. Um, it's a pretty much it is an ancient volcanic site on the moon that spans roughly 873 kilometers wide, and it is pretty much a dark spot that directly faces Earth. If you're looking at the moon, it's pretty much right above the 3 o'clock, pretty close to the center. Um, and the reason we can say that for certain is because the moon is tidally locked. That meaning
Yeah,
that one side of the moon is always facing Earth. Yes, the moon
yeah,
rotates, but it rotates at the same speed that it circles the Earth. Um,
yeah.
so, as it is described here, a large dark ball. I fucked this up earlier. Basaltic plain on the moon's near side. It is also famous as the 1969 landing of the Apollo 11 Tranquility Base, chosen for its relatively smooth, flat terrain. It appears as a dark, slightly bluish, iron-rich, roughly 873-kilometer wide area. So, yeah.
So like this is the location we landed on when we sent our people to the moon.
Yeah, this is where Neil Armstrong and Buzz Aldrin set foot on the moon,
Hmm.
and one of them went,
This is one small step for man, one giant leap for mankind.
Nice like radio impression.
"Did you like that?"
So what's that mean for Fallout? What is this Sea of Tranquility conflict? Well, we're gonna be real with you guys.
We don't
We
know.
have no clue.
And
The only
nobody does.
information we have is on a plaque in the Museum of Freedom in Concord, Massachusetts, in Fallout.
Correct. And that reads this. That's exactly how it reads. That's it. Um, um, This mural commemorates the many sacrifices of the brave men and women of the United States Armed Forces, from Lexington and Concord to the shores of Iwo Jima, from the Sea of Tranquility to the Anchorage front line. Americans have fought and died through the ages to secure our nation's freedom. May their sacrifices remind us all that freedom is a privilege afforded to the many, yet hard won by a noble few. Which, the wording of it is definitely done by a professional patriot, but like that is the only mention of it, period. And
But we have some theories.
we have some theories and quite a bit of information that I have found across the 8 tabs that I have open. So, what?
With the position of where it's and like thinking about the location itself with it being rich with minerals, my
Right.
main my first thought is it was a part of the resource wars and before Anchorage, before like the whole thing.
I can see that. Are you washing your hands? Is that what's going on there, Drippy?
Yes, I am currently washing my hands. Yes,
Okay.
I apologize.
All of a sudden, I just hear.
Nope, sorry. I was washing my hands because I'm about to start my lunch at work. So
At 9 o'clock at night. Well, for you, it's 7, but.
yeah,
Um, but
it's
I
my
can.
lunch break. But yeah,
Yeah. I can definitely see it being a part of the resource wars just because it's iron rich. Um,
and like with the whole thing about the resource wars was started because there was not enough like resources like oil and other materials like that in on
right,
Earth that would be of any use to anybody.
right, and we can
Like we
get
were
into
running out.
that at a different time.
That's a different date. Yeah.
But so let's start with the Sea of Tranquility conflict here from the Fallout Archive fandom, not the Fallout fandom, but Fallout Archive. The Sea of Tranquility conflict was a United States military campaign that was instigated from an unknown party based on the moon at an unknown timeline before the Great War. The purpose of this campaign is currently inconclusive, as well as its conclusion.
I mean, with it being on the mural, I think we could probably assume that we won.
Well, I mean, let's
And
see.
it was not much of a battle. It was called a conflict.
Right.
So,
So, like, it very well could have been just diplomatic, and we sent people
mhm.
there, and they were too stupid to know, don't take your fucking spacesuit off. Um,
One thing I want to point out about this mural, the picture and the is that the spaceman is holding like looks to be an early version of a laser pistol, which
yeah,
is something that we all like should be also taken into account. Is that this could also be the first time that we've seen like a laser gun in like the one in the Fallout series.
yeah. We can definitely see that's a weird looking flag. For one, that's a weird looking flag. For two, that's a Apollo 11 looking lander. And for
So I can
three,
actually
that's almost a
answer something
Saturn
about the lander.
5 in the
I can
background.
actually answer to you. The lander is actually not an American-made lander. It is based on
Soviet?
a real life Soviet one. Yes,
Yeah.
a real life Soviet one. But you can actually find it in Fallout 3 at one of the Smithsonian museums.
Interesting. Okay.
So, and the flag, the are you talking about it being weird because it's got the circle with the main star in the middle?
Yeah.
So that's because in Fallout, the United States has been put into 13 Commonwealth. I'm pretty sure.
Okay.
Yeah,
Follow USA flag. Okay.
yeah. It's supposed to look like that.
So I'm just doing my own little
Your own little
glance
dip
off of this.
into
Yeah.
yeah,
So yeah, that flag back there looks weird. But that's the 13. That's the typical one that we've seen
yeah.
lately. But
In the Fury Claw.
the rocket, that looks like a Saturn 5. Am I wrong in saying that?
Uno momento. I don't know what that looks like.
Saturn V rocket. That is most certainly a Saturn V rocket.
Oh yeah, I see it. Yeah. So it looks like that design didn't go very far from the real life
Mm-mm.
counterpart.
No. I've actually seen one of these in real life. I've No, it's too high up there to touch it. I was gonna say I'd touched it, but it's so big that like it. No, I did touch it because it's like sitting on the floor almost. Sorry. It looks like
How
a
big is it,
fatter.
Jeremy?
It looks like a Saturn V rocket. No, but I actually like touched one of these because when I went to the Kennedy Space Center down in Florida, um,
Mm,
they've got one of
yeah, that
these.
one's a fun one.
Yeah, they've got one of these
Ooh,
laying
I feel like
down
you
in the
would.
hangar.
I feel like you would love going to the Air and Space Museum in DC. That was a
Uh,
fun museum.
anyway, but
Sorry.
yeah, that. Sorry, no, it's both of us. We're on one today. But yeah, that is most definitely a Saturn V rocket. Um, just fatter at the base, which
Yeah.
yeah. So
Yeah,
yeah,
I
we
don't like
got that
a lot of theories go from it either like the China like a lot of our theories kind of range from part of the resource wars to China tried to take down our flag and we were like, nah, hell nah.
Mm-hmm. Well, and that's a very American thing to do.
That's a very American thing to do.
That's a very Fallout American thing to do.
Yeah.
Um, so I have a
I
forum.
mean, even now, technically, in real life, even now.
Oh, absolutely. Can you imagine how fast we'd get to the moon if China said, "Yeah, we're gonna go up there and take your flag down"?
Well, no, I feel it wouldn't matter if they even said take your flag down. Do you know how fast we'd be there if China just said, "Hey, we're going to the moon."
For the oil.
Hmm.
Um,
God damn it.
even though there is none.
That would still be funny.
Yeah. So here's a forum page. Deletion of the Sea of Tranquility conflict. This is another one from Fallout fandom. This is a discussion of on this.
Deletion.
Yeah, but that is pretty much talking about getting rid of the conflict word in the fucking in the Fallout fandom
I feel
wiki.
lame. One one thought I just kind of came up with, and it's a very simple one
You had a thought?
because, uh, but we have like one thing that's known for Fallout is propaganda.
Propaganda, yes.
So this easily could just be something like that.
Mm-hmm.
But again, Sea of Tranquility, like I feel like it's a good I feel like if it would be a conflict, especially with the fact that the person we see in the mural is clearly holding a weapon of some kind,
Yeah.
and definitely could believe that there could have been a conflict, especially with it being like, especially the resources that they could get from the moon. Like it's like the whole all the minerals they could get out of the location that is brought up.
Right. And I've got the moon page pulled up here on Fallout fandom. On July 16th, 1969, part of the Valiant 11 mission. Okay, so it's not Apollo, it's Valiant. A team from the USSA, United States Space Administration, on the Virgo 2 landed on the moon. So okay, so it's a Valiant 11
Not
mission,
NASA, not NASA.
and it's the Virgo 2 lander. Interesting. Uh, Landed on the moon, and they were the first humans to do so. On November 14th of that year, the Valiant 12 crew landed the Virgo 3 on the moon and left an American flag on its surface before their departure. Okay. So we have some name changes here. In 2020, the Delta 9 series of rockets were commissioned by the United States Space Administration, which underwent missions to the moon, one of which was the 17-day Zeus 12. In 2052, the final manned mission to the moon occurred, and during this, the flag left by the Valiant 12 was recovered and brought back to Earth, where it was put on display in Washington, D.C.'s Museum of Technology. American forces are mentioned as having fought at the Sea of Tranquility on the surface of the moon to secure the nation's freedom. The scoreboard of the Fallout 76 season, Fight for Freedom, shows soldiers in deep spacewalk power armor raising an American flag on the lunar surface. A moon base can be seen in the background while rockets resembling the Delta 9 fly overhead. Souvenir moon rocks were openly sold on Earth. Interesting.
Well, I can tell you right now, it's fake. Like the amount, like with the rocks. I'm talking about the moon rocks, not the other stuff.
Oh, you're saying the moon rocks were, yeah. I can
The
see
moon
that.
rocks I could easily believe is faked because like we especially recently and with IO being open, we got a thing talking where a guy was getting cats because everyone knows Pebble the cat
Yeah.
in Fallout.
Yeah.
That's the cat that went to space. There's a
Yeah.
character in the new in Ohio that was just grab cats off the street and all that and paint them white to sell. Oh, space memorabilia sells big in the Fallout series.
Mm-hmm. Oh boy. Do we? I don't. I'm not gonna go into the lunar phases.
Oh God, no. Uh, there's a lot. Again, there's a lot that this conflict or whatever you want to call it could be.
Yeah. I mean,
I personally think we should get in Fallout 5. We should have a DLC called Operation Tranquility, where it takes us to what happened.
right. Or like we find. Okay, so where would you? Here's another question. If we're doing that, we would have to have a reason to even have that anywhere. So where are we
Hmm.
putting Fallout 5 if you're trying to do that?
Um, Honestly, pretty funny if it was Florida with the Kennedy Center.
Yeah, though I don't think it would be the Kennedy Center.
It wouldn't be called that, no. I think Texas is another one.
Houston, yeah.
Houston. Anywhere that like you would normally see like it would either be like a museum launch pad or um, some form of space thing.
Yeah. Is there anything else that I've missed? There's not much on this, so it's hard to go through.
Yeah.
I do have. Oh, I mean, I do have this this Reddit thread
Oh, a Reddit thread.
on r/Fallout lore. Do we know anything about the battle for the Sea of Tranquility? We know there was a battle, but why? But why, and between the U.S. and whom? Were the Zetans involved, or were the Chinese trying to claim the moon? Um, so this is all from 8 years ago. So 3 years after Fallout 4 came out. Um, so I've struggled to
Something like that.
yeah. So I've struggled to find anything at all, really, but I've found a few somewhat obvious pieces of information here and there. The Sea of Tranquility conflict was a United States military campaign that was instigated between the United States military and an unknown party based on the moon, specifically in the section of the moon called the Sea of Tranquility, sometime between 2020 and 2052. There is no registered results of who won the battle or even who the hostiles are. Oddly, while trying to research this for you, I came across the Fallout Wikia page for the moon, and to which I found a Guns and Bullets magazine cover that is certainly a little hard for me to ignore. The moon! A communist doomsday device? This could well mean that the United States of America truly believed that the communists were up to something involving some sort of military use of the moon, and as a result, the battle for the Sea of Tranquility broke out after they did find something like a military base. I know, extremely hard to believe this is likely, but just an idea. So, I'm
I'm gonna
not
be real.
opposed to the idea.
I'm not either. Like we knew that there was a lot of things in the series that were pointing to doing space stuff.
Yeah.
ArcJet, RepCon, Hell, even Mr. House and even Vault Tech.
Right. I mean,
And Vault Tech, that's another one I would love to talk to you about in like another episode. The Vault Tech space stuff. That's another one I would love to.
yeah, absolutely. Um,
And up to the when the bombs fell, I can totally believe this sort of thing, especially with like the fact that in Fallout 4 we can find two like rocket engines. Like they're not jet engines, they're rocket engines. Like we find one that's attached to the back of a train, we can actually turn on and set off. And then we have the one that you go into arc jet systems with dance and you can turn it on to kill a bunch of synths
right.
and cook dance.
Yeah. Which,
So it would not
yeah.
be too hard to believe.
No.
Oh, we have the space station. Like that's even a big thing. Like the big space station that we
Oh,
see in
yeah.
Fallout 76.
Right. Well, and I mean, that was a Chinese one, wasn't it, though?
No, that was an American one
Well,
because we can get the companion from it.
yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Um,
So and there were experiments happening on there too. So like this
right.
experiment stuff did not just stick to Vault-Tec.
So we can get into anything space related in Fallout at some other
Hmm.
point, but at this time, I think that we have said quite enough about this. What do you think?
I think so too. I think we've kind of set our pieces. We kind of gave our theories. To
Yeah.
those listening, tell us your theories on what you think this could possibly be.
And
So Jeremy, where are we putting this?
oh god,
Because like we don't have a lot of information.
I've got to put it at like a 7 or 8
I would agree just because of
because
the fact that it could go anywhere with
right.
it.
And I mean, I like I said, I have 8 or 9, maybe 10 tabs now open,
Yeah,
and
the insanity on how many theories it could
yeah,
be. Yeah.
yeah. There's so many different things that it could be. Anything from resource wars because it's an iron-rich basaltic area, and the
Hmm.
Zetans are trying to build a base on it. Like it's just there's so many different
It,
possibilities that it could be.
yeah.
Um,
So, well, you got anything left?
no, but I think I'm gonna stick to an 8 just so that my
Okay.
editing is easier. Um, but anyway, I had a question
I,
for you.
what was the question?
I don't know. Oh,
Brain go
so
burr.
what's your final theory?
My final.
Mine is that like China was trying to collect the iron and shit from it, and we had to, or like we were already up there. China went up there, and there was a discussion or
And
two.
I think I could agree with that, but the one I'm having to choose, it's like I'm stuck between resource wars and propaganda or a mix of the two.
Yeah.
So I think that's where I'm sticking.
All right. But yeah, I think we'll call it there. So thank you all so much for listening and or watching. If you're on YouTube, click the like button and subscribe. If you're on Spotify, download the episode. And yeah, we'll see you next time. Bye bye.
Bye.